Hello friends, comment ça va? Welcome to Cajun Charles, your place for Cajun cooking and a little storytelling. Hello friends, well today we're going to make a little chicken and sausage gumbo, but we're going to take it up, make it a little bit quicker than we do when we make our roux from scratch, and also all our onions and peppers. What we're going to do today, we're going to use some Carrie's dry roux mix. Comes in a jar, no sodium, low cholesterol, cuts on the time it takes to make roux. So we've got my pot here, my big LSU pot. Got 4.5 quarts of water, just about to start boiling. We're going to take Carrie's dry roux, get it open. And we're going to put, for what we're making today, we got about 5-6 pounds of chicken, got about 1.5 pounds of sausage. So it's going to use about half of this jar. It's an 8-ounce jar, so about 4 ounces. Sprinkle it in, kind of stir it around. You don't want to put too much too fast, because it'll boil over on you. Add a little bit more. Turn down my heat a little bit. Again, like I said, if you put it too quickly and it starts boiling on you, it'll overflow and you're going to have a big mess then. A little bit more. We're getting closer. Not quite a half a jar. Like I said, this is a little bit quicker version of making gumbo from scratch. Of course, gumbo from scratch is always the best, but it also takes a lot of time. And sometimes we just don't have the time like we used to. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more. Now, we've got about half the jar in there left. Okay, we've got our Carrie's dry roux mix mixed in there. Now we're going to add chicken. So we've got about 5 pounds of some legs and thighs. We're adding to this. Now also what I do, I got this at Kroger's. Cajun style mirepoix blend. It's got the trinity in it. You got celery, onions, and peppers. You don't have to spend the time cutting them up. You can get this at Kroger. I'm using a bag for this. Serve this here because this is going to serve about 8 people. I got a heaping tablespoon of garlic, minced garlic. I got 1.5 pounds of rabideau sausage. I'm going to show you this time. Got a little heaping tablespoon of Cajun Charles seasoning. Maybe a little bit more. We're going to add some chives here. Again, green onions. Don't have to sit there and cut them up. Again, we're just trying to get the same gumbo taste, but just a little bit quicker. And a little bit of parsley. All right. Now I like to cook my gumbo this way uncovered so I can keep an eye on it, because if it gets boiling too much and with that roux it could boil over. So we're going to go ahead and leave it uncovered for a while. And again, I got my heat on just past medium, maybe 6 on my electric stove here. This will probably take a couple hours to cook. So it's all the ingredients are in there. You just got to check it every now and then, and we'll go from there. Now while I got your attention, Father-in-law saw him. He was doing his Sunday Mass, and when he was standing up there on the altar, he looked back there and he could see Thibodeau. Thibodeau back there in the back of the church, and he thought to himself real quick, he said, well, I wonder what Thibodeau's doing here, because Thibodeau usually only comes to somebody's funeral or somebody's wedding where he can get some free food. He don't normally come on a regular Sunday. So after Mass finished, the priest was there in the back, and Thibodeau had been sitting in the back, so he was one of the first parishioners to come walking out the door, and Father Melanso said, hey, Thibodeau, man, it's good to see you here at church, but I'm kind of curious as to why you came today. There's not a funeral, there's not a wedding. He said, well, Father, he said, I was here to get my hat back. Well, what do you mean? He said, oh, I think Boudreaux took my hat. And I knew he comes to church every Sunday, him and Marie, and so if I sat in the back and I know Boudreaux's not going to wear his hat, or my hat, in church, so I was going to take it. Oh, Thibodeau. He said, oh, but I didn't take it. I didn't take it. Well, that's good. He said, yeah, once I heard your homily, your sermon, you were talking about the commandments, it made me think. He said, well, Thibodeau, that's good. You know, the commandment, thou shalt not steal. I'm glad you caught on to that. He says, oh, no. It wasn't that. It wasn't thou shalt not steal. He said, it was the one you talk about, thou shalt not commit adultery. He said, well, what do you mean about that? He said, well, when you talked about that, I remembered where my hat was at. Thank you, Father. So, there you go. So I'll check back with you later in a couple of hours. We'll see how this looks. All right, friends. Now, as I said earlier, we've made this with Carrie's dry roux mix. And down below in my description, there's a link on Amazon. If you want to buy some of this and give it a try, just click on that link. And you can buy some of this Carrie's dry roux mix. You can either get it in the single bottle, and also they got them in 2 and 3 packs. So give it a shot. It's been a couple of hours. Time to give it a taste. Of course, got to put a little rice in here. Come on, chicken. Get in there. I don't have quite enough rice. Gotta have my rice. All right, let's see how our chicken and sausage gumbo tastes today. Sausage, bon. Don't forget, if you got any comments down at the bottom also, give me some comments. Let me know who's out there. What do you think? And don't forget, if you want some of this Cajun roux mix, just click on the Amazon. All right? Au revoir, bonsoir. Hello, friends. If you would like to ride along with me in my P-Row and learn some more about my Cajun cooking and hear a few more of my Cajun stories, click the subscribe button below. And if you would like to know when I've docked my little P-Row and ready to cook and tell stories, hit the little bell. Merci beaucoup.